It's Annie.
And Audrey.
And today we're going to be doing a video for you.
We're going to be doing our most cry-worthy books, kind of a shortened edition.
Yeah. Alright, let's get started. Hey guys, so we have like a little disclaimer. We might be spoiling some books. We are definitely spoiling some books. So if you haven't read any of these books that we're going to link down below.
We'll hold the book up while we're saying spoilers and put it down when we're not.
Yeah.
That's
so definitely if you guys are seeing the book up, then don't watch that part of the video. But honestly, we really want you guys to like see the other parts. So yeah. Alright, let's get started.
So the first book we have for you guys is Mockingjay by Suzanne, part of the Hunger Games trilogy, and this was the first book that I really cried in, which is why I put it on my top 3 list, because I don't know, it was just something about it was just made me so emotional. And I'm going to kind of go into spoilers here, so the book's up, so you can, if you haven't read it, you can skip to when I put it down. So the reason that this book made me cry so much, it was the scene when Katniss goes back to District 12 after everything that's happened and Prim has died, and it was when she found Buttercup and she was screaming at Buttercup. She was like, no, like, she's gone, and, you know, like, you're so stupid, just leave me. And then they, like, you know, she, like, Buttercup cuddles Katniss, and they, like, have this hugging session, and it just, I don't know, it made me really emotional because she was so raw in that state, and it was just, I don't know, it just really made me cry. So yes.
Oh, the book that I have chosen for this one is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I think pretty much everyone has read this, so it's not like that big of a spoiler, but yeah, this one made me cry so much. So definitely go and check this out. If you're looking for like a really good cry, then you gotta like read this book because
it's so sad.
Everyone cries when they read it. The spoilers, here we go. When Augustus dies, I don't know, no one really expected it, I guess, because everyone thought Hazel was going to die.
Yeah.
And I just broke down because I fell in love with Hazel. Augustus! I meant to say Augustus. Okay. When Augustus dies, like, I fell in love with him, and it's just, like, really hard to see someone that you didn't think was going to die.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, he was just, like, a part of my heart, and it just got ripped out of me. So, yeah.
Tears.
This one was really sad.
So the next book I have on my list, which I think we both equally, again, cried in very deeply, is Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare in her Infernal Devices trilogy. Being the end of a trilogy, you know there's going to be a lot of emotions, and the thing I really liked about it was that it wrapped up the series really nicely, but that epilogue broke me so hard, and if you haven't read it yet, you totally should, because the series is just so good. But I'm gonna spoil a little bit and put this up here. So the epilogue, when she's describing like the life of Will and Tessa and just how beautiful it was until Will dies, it's just like, it's the thing is like it's a natural death, and it was just like, sorry, I'm being quiet because my sister's in the other room that hasn't, like, read it. But, like, it's a natural death, so it's a good death. Like, he didn't get brutally slaughtered. And, like, they lived a full life, but Tessa...
And they were, like, together, and, like...
But Tessa's immortal, so... And then... And then when Jem comes back at the end...
And he's like, Tessa, I'm here for you.
I died, and he's gone, and he's like, I have another story of Herondale's Fairchilds and what's it? And Lightwoods. It's just like...
Definitely recommend these series. They're the Infernal Devices, and then the other series, if you haven't read it, it's the Mortal Instruments, which you totally should, both by Cassandra Clare. Yeah. And these are the prequels, so they're amazing. The next book that we have on our list that made me cry a lot.
I cried a little bit, but it's just because, like, I'm not a super big book crier.
Oh, I am.
So, I don't know.
So, it's The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. We have to talk about this book. This book made me cry so much. It was just, like, everything that all the characters went through and everything, and then it all leads up to this one moment. And it just, like, breaks your heart. But it's definitely an amazing book. It's action, like thriller, and a little bit of romance, and you don't really expect a lot of things that happen. And it's not like an everyday book that you would normally read, I feel like. It's a different young adult novel that I truly enjoyed, and there's 3 books in that series, so definitely go check it out if you haven't. Spoilers. So what happens is that, oh my god, Ruby erases, what's his name? Liam.
My babe. Liam's like...
It's been a while since I read this book. So Ruby erases Liam's like memories of her to protect him, and he told her not to, and it's just
she
like,
promised that she never would,
and she was like, I promised, like, I would never do that to you, and then she did it at the end of the book, and you're like, what the frick?
Robbie.
Like, Robbie, why?
I love you.
And it all comes like full circle, but it definitely made me cry, like the moment when he realized that she was gonna do what she was about to do.
Yeah, like, oh,
it just
so
like
heartbreaking.
It breaks it because she knows it, and she's crying, and he knows it, and he's crying. It just makes me cry even more. So definitely a great book.
A fun fact, this is my bookshelf. We're in my room right now, whereas like the previous video we were in Annie's room. Just if you wanted to know.
Just so, like, we're gonna be switching back and forth a lot, so you're gonna be seeing like several different like areas. So like, this is Audrey's bookshelf. We'll be seeing my bookshelf soon, and another video coming up soon. Yeah.
And if you've watched our first video called the TMI tag, you should check it out. It's really awkward, but it's good. And that's in Annie's room. So
yeah.
Yay! Okay. So my last book on my top 3 list is the book Fangirl and by Rainbow Rowell, and that might be surprising to some people. Annie hasn't read it yet, so
when she does
when I do spoilers, she has to leave. But it was just, honestly, I love this book so much because it was so relatable, and just the characters are so, I feel like, so well developed that you could just relate to them so easily. Yeah. I'm gonna spoil now, so she has to leave because I can't describe it. But okay, so while I spoil, she has to leave because she hasn't read it yet. But I think it's like right in the middle, and it's when her mom comes back, and you know, her sister Ren has been talking with her mom, and she just feels so betrayed because of what their mom did to them. And it's that whole scene where her and Ren are fighting, and you know, she's just letting out all of her emotions because and I think it really hit me hard because I have a sister, and I don't even know, it was so emotional for me because I think I could relate to that character so easily, like having, you know, divorced parents, and having, you know, just that kind of weird relationship with your sister where you're so close but you have such different personalities. I'm gonna stop spoiling now. So this book made my top 3, mostly because I think I've read it really recently, so that part is stuck in my head, but mostly, I mean, I cried for like 20 minutes.
Okay, so the last book that we have on our list that made both of us cry is Allegiant by Veronica Roth. Oh my god, you guys, if you haven't read the series Divergent, which is the first one, you should definitely go out and check this out because these books are thrilling and amazing, and go see it. It just
see it.
You know what I mean.
Read it.
Go read it. This book made me cry so much. I was in like tears to the point where it's like your mom died. That was the type of.
Were you spoiled?
Crying.
Were you spoiled for the end?
No.
Yeah. You weren't? Okay. I think this is what was different about me and Annie, though, was because if you haven't read Allegiant, you've probably already been spoiled, and I applaud you if you haven't. But I remember it came out when I was in,
we were in like 7th or 8th grade.
Yeah, 7th grade, and I was spoiled the day it came out.
Oh,
I hadn't read it, so I didn't care. But then when I actually read, I hadn't read Divergent at all. But then when I read Divergent, and I eventually got to Allegiant, I was spoiled. So it was like, I don't think it hit me as hard.
Spoilers. Okay, so Tris dies in the end of the book. We're just gonna say it. Tris dies. That's like the scariest. Oh my god, it was like, whoa. Like it just like hits you, and it was like the fact that she took her brother's place, like, her brother would have died if she didn't. If, like, she went on with the original plan of whatever was going to happen, her brother was going to die. But then Tris was, like, last-minute sibling love. Like, oh my god, you're my brother, so why would I make you do this? I'll do it. And then she ends up dying for him, which I think is totally stupid.
Well, okay, but Caleb would have died without completing the mission. And Tris at least...
True.
Like, she sacrificed herself for the greater good of everyone, which is why it was, like, okay that she died, but it was also, like...
And it's just, like, the fact that you go through this whole book at her perspective and everything that she's going through, and then, like, all of a sudden, like, she dies, the main character dies. Normally they don't do that. They normally kill off, like, the side characters.
So, love interest.
Yeah, so, like, the fact that it was the main character was, like, a really big, like, oh my god moment.
So, that was the end of our cry-worthy books, our top 6, I guess you could say. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.
And all the books we mentioned will be listed down below. And please comment and like and subscribe. It'll really help us.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
We want to make more videos for you guys. So if you guys have any suggestions about what types of videos we want, like you guys want for us to make and different things like that, go ahead and comment down below about them. Please subscribe. It'd be awesome. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye, guys.